Main event of the preliminary card, we have got Mateusz Gamrot. I butchering these names.
Matthias,
These are tough names to say.
Matthias Gamrot and
Matthias.
Guram Kutateladze. That one I'm going to butcher.
See,
Guram.
you
Go Guram.
can't. Neither of us can get it. There we go. We've got Gamron taking on Guram. I'll go with the two names I can kind of get out there. Gamrot 17-0, and we've got Guram who's 11-2. This is one that man, this one should be fun. Gamrot is a ATT prospect, calm and patient. I love what I see from this guy in his striking. Really nice footwork, elusive, throws feints, sets up all of his attacks. He's always striking in combinations. He's not that guy looking to land the one big bomb you can see coming a mile away. When he gets people to the floor, he's got really strong back control. He's that human backpack. He likes to bully people up against the cage, good level changes, heavy shoulder pressure on the floor. Guram on the other side of this thing, he keeps a really nice high boxing guard, protects himself really well, and he covers up and he throws heavies. This is that guy that if you hurt him, that might be the worst thing for you because he goes life or death the second that he gets clipped with anything and comes back even harder. Now he comes in with blitz attacks, good side to side movement. My only concern is that he gives up takedowns. Now he's scrambly, he's good on the feet, he's relatively durable. I think that Gamrot is just the much more well-rounded fighter in this particular spot, man. What do you think?
This one, first and foremost, I do believe the odds are a little bit wide, but I'm still going with the favorite here. So I like Gamrot, solid striking, like you touched on, solid groundwork as well too. A ton of experience for KSW, who in my opinion is one of the I'd say a B tier level promotion. Like right before the UFC, there's KSW, there's Bellator, there's ONE FC, but KSW draws huge crowds, and that's got to do a lot for you to be able to fight in front of that many people. In terms of your mental, I mean, when you go into the UFC, you're not as fidgety, or you don't have the jitters, that as they call them, the UFC jitters, in my opinion, because fighting for KSW is just as big at least for those guys over there on that side of the world. So for him to come into here against another UFC debutant in Guram, this fight, in my opinion, it could be a potentially a stand-up fight. We could see both guys go out there and just swinging for the fences. Matthias a little bit more methodical with his approach. Guram, in my opinion, he doesn't throw as much, but he does throw wild. Like you said, when he does get hit, he likes to go ham pretty much. But I've also noticed that when he does get hit, and like there was one fight where he broke his nose and started bleeding right away, he went for a takedown, and he has the wherewithal to go for takedowns and be successful with them. I'm not sure if he'll be successful against Gamrot here with those takedowns because I think he's just another level. But minus 290 for a guy that's highly touted in KSW against a guy that seems like, I hate to use the Gamrot's nickname, I believe it's Gamer, but Guram is a gamer too. You know what I mean? Minus plus 245 on a gamer himself. This might be a pass for me. I don't feel comfortable on either side, but I truly believe that Gamrot is going to come out with I'll go with the decision victory here, but it's a closer fight than the odds suggest, but I'm not willing to take the leap on Guram either.
I completely agree, man. This is, last week I felt like dogs were barking all over the card. I took a bunch of shots at these big dogs. The lines were not justified. I don't think I want to take this dog. And it reminds me a lot of the John Phillips spot where it's like, yeah, he could clip him, he could get the knockout, but that's it. Like, I don't think the line is, even though we say that the line is wide, it's not wide enough for me to only have a puncher's chance. You know what I mean? So I'm
Guram
with
did
you.
have Topuria in his corner the last time around too, so that's someone to keep your eye on as well.
There you go.
Speaking of dogs.
There you go. So yeah, man, I'm with you. This one's probably a pass for me as well. Gamrot by decision, I think, is probably the way to go, but I wouldn't rule out a finish on his side of things either, because I have seen Guram get clipped. I have seen him get hurt. And Gamrot's the kind of guy that I feel like he lets the knockout come to him. He's not going to rush in there. He's not going to get clipped by someone going wild because they've been hurt. He's going to sit back, let it settle, set the next shot up, and then hit him again. So Gamrot by knockout is on the table as well, in my opinion.
He batters these guys on the feet. Like he doesn't go for like a knockout, but he batters these guys slowly and methodically throughout his fight, just like that fight with Norman Park, where he got a doctor stoppage because he just pretty much lit up his face.
He just breaks him.
Yeah, he's a solid fighter. I'm excited to see how he does on the UFC scene, though.
Absolutely. I got to give another shout out over here. Jacob Cunningham saying turned 100 into 5,400. That woo! Oh, baby. I love that shit. That's what I live for. That's why we do this thing for free, folks. We're just hanging out for free, giving you all the knowledge. I love hearing that people are making money.